You are welcome to Radio Nigeria South Zone News at 2. The headlines: Citizens advised to leverage on information for capacity building. Dialogue between government and organized labor advocated. Plan to relaunch new currency in West African countries to suffer setback. Today's commentary is on fighting corruption in NDDC. Details shortly. Rules: wash your hands regularly, use face mask, and maintain social distance. My name is Rachel Ona with the news. Now the news in full. Citizens have been advised to leverage on information provided by government and experts to build their capacity. These were the opinions of stakeholders in the sector on the International Day for Universal Access to Information 2020, who described information as the new oil for development. Our tech correspondent Aniete Akpan filed in this report. The people of Ayama Ogbia in Ogbia local government area of Bayelsa State want the completion of the shoreline protection project in the area. This, according to them, will save the community from being wiped off by the menacing perennial flooding and coastal erosion. Alambo Datoye reports that locals frowned at the abandoned projects in the community. As the organized labor suspends its nationwide protest and strike over hiking price of fuel and electricity tariff, the Delta State Commissioner for Information, Mr. Charles Aniago, has called on for more dialogue between the parties involved in the interests of the nation. Mr. Aniago stated this in Asaba while commenting on effects of industrial action on the country's economy. Let's join correspondent Sam Eruse for details. You're listening to Radio Nigeria South Zone News at 2. Here are stories in the bulletin so far. Citizens have been advised to leverage on information for capacity building. Dialogue between government and organized labor advocated. Still ahead, plans to launch new currency in West African countries to suffer setback. Plus business, entertainment, sports, commentary, and weather. Do stay tuned. The news continues shortly. The National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) says it has commenced the process of implementing the 2020 National Business Sample Census (NBSC) in the country. For details of this and more on business news, let's join Austin Ine. On the foreign scene, a plan to launch a new currency to replace the CFA francs used by several countries in West Africa may not happen for at least 5 years. Ivory Coast President Alassane Ouattara said the coronavirus pandemic has derailed the project to introduce the eco currency this year. Let's join Victoria Alheri for more on foreign tidbits. In the world of entertainment, fans react as musician Lekan wins reality show. Kura Bereze brings us up to speed with the details. Sporting scene, Eagles German coach Gennard Rohr said he was hugely disappointed that Ivory Coast have pulled out of the next month's friendly against Super Eagles, even as he acknowledged African champions Algeria as worthy replacement. Upfoma Idiarisie is our guide in sports. Now the commentary. Today's commentary is on fighting corruption in NDDC, as written by Emmanuel Njoku of Radio Nigeria Treasury FM and read from our studio. Fighting Corruption in NDDC was written by Emmanuel Njoku of Radio Nigeria Treasury FM and read by Aniete Akpan. To end to a recap of the major items. Citizens have been advised to leverage on information for capacity building. Dialogue between government and organized labor advocated. Plan to launch new currency in West African countries to suffer setback. Stick to COVID-19 rules, wash your hands regularly, use face mask, and maintain social distance. The news was edited by Desire Lotson and the production team. My name is Rachel Ona. Thank you very much for listening. Good afternoon.